Hello, this is Shep and Max here at the Sun Valley Auto Club, and we're going to be walking you through this 1968 Chevy C20. This is a custom camper. 68 was a really special year for Chevy, a lot going on. A couple notable things is for their truck line, was their 50th anniversary for the truck line specifically.
Wow, even in 68.
68.
They've been at it for a while.
And the really cool thing about this whole kind of era, 67 through 72, is Chevy really put a lot of emphasis on making the trucks a lot more drivable and user-friendly. Americans were hitting the road en masse with campers, pull-behinds, RVs, etc., and Chevy really responded. So they really changed their trucks up and made them. A lot of their advertising too is pretty interesting. How they chose to really kind of go after women in the truck marketplace as well.
Interesting.
Yep. So they did coil suspension, and that's on all four corners.
Oh, this has coils.
Coils.
Sweet.
Coils and shocks on all four corners from the factory. So they really wanted to make these trucks really drivable, a lot more user friendly. So,
And it is. I mean, you drove this thing 170 miles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of pep, really comfortable. You've got power steering, power brakes. You know, gone were the earlier trucks that would just absolutely beat you up. So.
And they do. I mean, we drive them, and even just running them 3 miles south on the highway, they can't even get up to 55.
Right.
They're a pain.
Where this one, man, jamming down the road for hours at a time at 75. And part of that, too, is in 67 for the industry as a whole was the first time that V8s outsold 6 cylinders. And Chevy, it wasn't, you know, for if you're just looking at Chevy, it was 68 was the first year that V8s outsold the 6 cylinders. So that's a ton of power. This one is outfitted with its optional first year 396, which Max,
We love.
one of our favorites.
Yeah.
Engines. So you get a 396 in a truck from the factory, and
A truck with coil springs. This is more of a muscle car than a truck. And what's great is you do have the pickup bed, so you can throw your bikes, you can throw a snowmobile, you can throw your fly rods in here, you can drive it, get it dusty, but it'll clean up pretty nice.
yeah, you'd definitely be missing the point if you didn't use this as a daily driver. It's set up ready for it. Throw your toys in there, throw your dogs in there. You have the
Well, you could even put a camper in this, right? That's
Yep,
what it was for.
That's what it's for. And part of that was too is the package with the heavy duty springs and coils. You also have a front stabilizer bar.
A front stabilizer bar, so a sway bar.
Sway bar.
Yep.
Sway bar in the front.
Well,
Not quite sure about the rear.
this sounds like a sports car.
It's getting there. Well, and when we were test driving this, when we first found it, I could hardly even catch up with you, Max.
Well, we've got this cool aqua blue interior. Definitely feels like it's from 1968, early 70s. And I'd say that's the original bench. What do you say?
I think looking at the, I think it was a cloth. I could be wrong because that's all vinyl. And I think in the glove box that's factory list, what are some other things that we're seeing on there? I think it was cloth. It has the turbo hydromatic side trim. It's certainly correct for the era. And that's one thing to note on this truck is that this has a pretty nice level of patina as well as quality.
There's your factory sheet in the glove box describing what Shep has relayed to us. Love seeing that in a classic truck this era. You know it's not a hodgepodge.
And there's the 396. Really tidy under here. You can see the power steering, your power brake booster.
And that's kind of an older style power steering system, isn't it?
Yeah.
At first I was like, is that really a power steering unit?
Yeah, and there's your filler from it.
That's pretty interesting.
And what I love too is this is the resistor for the for your
Trailer brake.
Yeah, trailer brake.
Which, check this. This is a cool piece of of history right there. An old school style trailer brake.
Yeah.
No idea how it operates.
It probably doesn't, but the resistor is still there. I know when we first opened this up, we're like, okay, this stuff's kind of familiar, but what the heck's going on? Certainly recognize the 396. Love these fan shrouds. You can tell that one's been replaced with the aftermarket one, and that really does help keep your engine cool. So it's not only just a safety thing for your fingers, it really helps keep the engine. And a lot of times, you know, we just have to put these on because you'll find yourself overheating. Nice little Idaho bit there.
I know, I was wondering if we should take that off or not, but you know, it just feels nice and Idaho.
Yeah, so you just didn't want bugs in your radiator, but you still get plenty of airflow. You were commenting on this grill, Max. You love the eggshells. It's one of your classics that you like, but boy, this is a handsome front end.
Yeah, I really like the egg crates of the late or early 70s, but you know what's great is Chevy really switched things up almost every year, so you can really pick and choose your style, and it's nice to see something that's not in production for 5 years straight. They really did switch it up, and I think this white grill with the blue is very, very sharp.
Good chance too to go along the lines of it. The quality is excellent on this truck. I mean, just straight as can be, both sides, not full of waves. We've been slamming these doors, so I'm cutting in front of you here.
That's wrong.
But no door sag. Really easy on the shut. And that goes for both sides as well.
Yeah, just nice, smooth Idaho metal.
So if you're interested in this truck, if there's something we didn't cover, feel free to give us a shout. We can send you more photos, answer any questions you have. Fantastic truck with new tires, ready to hit the road. You can contact my friend Max.
My phone number is 208-720-8854.
And I'm Shep, and I can be reached at 208-721-1973. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.